But hello, welcome to the first episode of Catching Up with BK. It's a podcast. I don't know, just buy tickets to my shows so I don't have to do things like this. I don't want to do this. Actually, no, it's kind of fun. But just buy tickets to my show so I can just only do stand-up. That'd be cool, right?
I love a podcast that starts with, I don't want to do this.
No, I really want to do it. I do like playing catch, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe cut that part out, but whatever.
If you don't want to do this and I don't want to do this, who's driving the car?
It's both of us because we both need to sell tickets, but for different ways. You'll
So
get
true.
you'll get 5 guys that like baseball. And here's the thing. Those guys love stats, and people who like stats love
My
your
favorite
shows.
ex was a baseball fan.
Your favorite?
You call them fans when it's not Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
My bad. Mental check.
Today's episode, we got my friend Hannah Jo, one of my best friends that I love her so much. We tour together. We get food together. And she's moving to New York, so this is actually our last time that we'll be like living in Denver together at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Assuming everything goes the way we plan it.
Well, but here's the thing, because
5 years from now, watch us both be living back here, playing catch in the park and saying, hey, remember when?
well, no, if things don't pick up for me, I won't be living on this realm of existence anymore.
Same.
I will be dead.
2 ghosts in Cheeseman playing catch.
For all of that kind of sounds nice.
A human girl walks between us. She's like, ow, 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 ow.
She's like, bad vibes over here.
Feels like I'm getting hit by a supernatural baseball.
But yeah, this is really exciting. I'm proud of you. You're gonna do great in New York.
Thanks, man. I'm proud of you too.
For what? I'm proud of you for that catch.
Me too.
You're looking good, dude. You're crushing it. Yeah, I was worried that people might not be able to catch. Because I don't know everyone's catch proficiency. I've only been playing catch
I
for
tell
like
you
a
what, the
year.
glove is 90% of the work.
That's true.
If I had known this made it this much easier, I would not have revered your gender so much for so many years. Because I think we can all agree that I act in a way that says, this woman reveres men.
Yes, your act and a lot of the stuff you're up to really shows your reverence for men.
Thank you so much. I actually do think I might be changing my mind about them.
Okay. Yeah, you had a good weekend with men.
That does not.
And now you're playing
Yeah,
catch.
it was really fun.
That's awesome. I'll do overhand. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm afraid.
That's great though. You got it in the glove. That's a glove.
You tell me this now.
Yeah, it's not great.
You have the good one?
It's slightly better.
Interesting that you don't set your guests up for success.
No, because I'm gonna be wearing this glove. Well, no OCD thing. I'm not trying to.
Ladies, remember, BK will give you the worst glove.
Don't remember that. Throw it.
Go long!
Nice. Did you ever play catch with your dad or anything?
No, certainly not.
What kind of stuff did you do with your
My
dad?
dad would never spend time with me that didn't involve burning calories.
Well, this kind of burns calories.
Sure.
Did you have anything you liked doing with your dad?
I think we did spend a lot of time together my junior and senior year because I started running with him every morning at 6 a.m.
Okay.
So at 6 a.m. we would go out, we would run 6 miles at a 10-minute pace. We'd run for an hour.
Damn.
And 4 miles in, we would pass a Burger King. That's where I every day. Like clockwork, my dude. I still, every time I walk into a Burger King, I immediately take and he would mostly rant to me about politics during that time.
Like rant to you in a way where you're like, oh, I'm learning, or in a way that you're like, oh, you're
no,
out
we
of
were
your fucking
diametrically
mind.
opposed on everything.
Okay.
You have to remember my dad voted for Trump in 2012 as a write-in candidate
Whoa,
before he
what?
ever ran for the first time. Back then, literally all he had done was say that Obama was not an American citizen. That's all he had done was the birther movement, and my dad was like, this guy should be president.
Whoa, your dad called it.
He super did, because I remember being in college and all of the kids who were raised with liberal parents were like, I'm so shocked that Trump won. How could this have happened?
And your
I'm
dad's
like,
just like,
I've been knowing this was going to happen for 4 years because I've seen every Republican I know change drastically in both personality and politics. I think it's a number of different factors. What I will say is that, like, my dad was like, voted for Democrats previously. I think ultimately what happened was that a bunch of people were suffering and needed to be told a story that brought comfort to them.
Sure.
And for my dad, that story was that, like, you're a hardworking genius and the only thing that's ever held you back in life are immigrants.
Yeah, that's interesting. How do you feel about immigrants?
Great. Some of my favorite, gotta be some of my favorite grants.
I wanted to, I didn't know when to bring this up during this episode, but I was going to ask you, the other day you revealed something to me that I was very confused by, and we might have to get some input from producer Khayman and maybe even the other comics that are still here. You celebrate your birthday every 4 years.
Currently, I celebrate my birthday every year.
When you were a kid.
When I was a kid, I celebrated my birthday every year by getting to pick out what I had for dinner and also pick out a special dessert. But I got to have a big party with other kids at it once every 4 years. And the same went for the rest of my siblings, because there were 4 of us, and it would be way too expensive to have every kid have a birthday party every year.
So, okay, so that's what I was curious, because I had other questions for you. So is it like this year is your sibling's birthday and the next year is like the other sibling, and then
I don't actually remember it that well, because again, like, I only had siblings. Everyone was moved out by the time I was 12, which was also when I was due to have another birthday party, and I didn't because I didn't have any friends. 12-year-olds is a fraud age for young women. It's common to not have any friends when you're 12. Shout out in the comments. It's normal for 12-year-old girls to not have friends sometimes, especially if they have a sort of fiery personality.
I agree. But I am curious, because I thought a lot about what you said, because the way you made it sound when we talked was that, like, a birthday party for you would be like friends coming over.
Yeah.
Because I get it, because like when I lived in New Jersey, like my family like didn't have like a lot of money, and I just had friends over, you know, and have like a sleepover or something.
Well, okay, so then you also have to remember that, so when I was 4, I had a Winnie the Pooh themed birthday party. We played pin the tail on the Eeyore.
Yeah.
My brother is really good at drawing, so he made a big Eeyore poster and a bunch of Eeyore tails that were a lot like the cartoon. No, sorry, 4-year-old was Tea Party. 8-year-old was Winnie the Pooh themed.
Okay.
12, no friends, right? And then also at 12.
Did you opt out for 12?
I had like a few friends who didn't know each other. I did opt out, and I opted for like the money of the party going on a shopping spree instead.
Okay.
I also had one friend who came over for a sleepover, and at dinner my parents fought really bad, and then afterwards she was like, "Do your parents always fight like that during dinner?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Well, it's pretty weird and uncomfortable, and I think I want to go." And so then I just didn't have people over generally for a while.
Yeah, I would, man, because I will say, it's so uncomfortable to go to a friend's house and they're fighting, like the parents or actually anybody. I had one of the most alarming moments of my life. So when I played hockey, there's this kid named and he was on my team. I slept over his house, and I remember I was like so stoked. I was like, we're gonna play Tony Hawk and we're gonna skateboard, we're gonna like get pizza. Oh, it's the best, you know. And then his mom comes in and kind of just goes, "Hey, will you like make sure to do the dishes?" You know. She was so cool and normal. And then he does the thing that people joke that white guys do, you know, where he just like, "You
Mom?
stupid, yeah, mom, you like you."
To be clear, no one I knew was doing that.
I thought
that's liberal parents, not Christian white kids.
I'm not sure what the deal was, because this kid had anger problems, but I remember, so that happened, and I was so alarmed, and then I had to stay the night still, and just knowing that he could pop off like that, because I was like, that's his mom. What's he gonna do to me? You know?
The irony of that thought process is so funny.
And then also when she left, he wasn't like, I was expecting to have like a and he like chills out. He just was like, "So anyway, you want to go skateboarding?" And I was like,
He was doing it for you, I think, to impress you.
it did kind of impress me because the relationship I had with my mom was the very opposite.
Yeah.
Where I just kind of let her like run my life.
Do you feel like this makes your hands feel a little lopsided?
Yeah, for sure, because it's heavier.
I can see why baseballers always have stress injuries in their hands and stuff.
Baseballers. I like that. I don't know.
Is that not what they're called?
I have no idea. I like it though.
Can you throw it up here?
Yeah, I can.
I want to get at least a couple reps in of like
For sure.
real boy catch.
We'll
Okay.
we'll edit a couple together of your best catches.
Throw it harder and straighter.
Okay.
That's what BK's girlfriend says every time they're having sex. Harder and straighter, please.
Weird. Did you have a lot of sleepovers?
Not a ton. Oh, I was gonna say, and I want to make this clear for the cameras, by the time I was 16, I didn't have big birthday parties, but I had 2 best friends.
Yeah.
And there was no one else in my homeschool community that I liked. To be clear, everyone else was a freak, so it's not weird that I didn't have more than 2 friends. And a lot of people just have 2 friends and they're even in a TV show.
Wait, say that again?
A lot of times the kids in TV shows just have 2 friends, so I felt like that was a really normal amount of friends to
No,
have.
100%.
Hannah Montana had 2 friends.
Yeah.
Lizzie McGuire had 2 friends.
I think quality over quantity. Because, like, when I was in high school, I had, like, one best friend, you know? Like, that was, like, who I spent all my time with. But then we would go hang out with other people that we were, like, close with or whatever, you know?
I had 2 best friends. I would slightly complain about them to each other, but it was a perfect.
They weren't friends?
No, their
Whoa.
personalities were super, like one of them, 50% of us got each other.
Yeah.
And then the other 50% got each other, but for them it was 0%.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it was, and I do genuinely like, that is oftentimes how I see friendships today, is that like a certain version of yourself gets let out with each context.
Sure.
But then that's also why those friends don't often click in a huge way.
With those friends, would they get together for your birthday? Would that be like the one
Yeah,
time
I
a
think I was
year?
probably hanging out with both of them on my 16th birthday.
They
if I had
never
to guess.
clicked? They never like...
I mean, they were nice to each other, but
Sure.
they didn't have a single common interest.
Yeah. Like they never did a thing where they were like,
Yeah.
hey, we're going to hang out like...
We would hang out as a group of 3, but yeah, they were
Yeah.
never hanging out without me. And if they did, it would have blown my mind.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
It's kind of like your girlfriend and your best friend.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's how it felt, because it did feel like you were like poly with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Do you have any fatherly advice?
Yeah. Well, okay. And so we've sort of already established that I'm not like wildly close to my father, and I wasn't getting a lot of advice from him other than like lose weight.
Yeah.
But the greatest fatherly advice that I ever got from my father is, assuming you're self-employed, you can incorporate and you can list all of your profit for that year as a loan to your individual self, and then your business will not have made any profit, so you won't be taxed on it, but then also your personal income is not income, it's a loan, so you won't be taxed on it there either.
Holy
And that's probably kind of that's the thing he said that stuck with me the longest, other than Hannah's too fat to have friends. I would say those 2 have had the most staying power in the old noggin.
Yeah, and one is actual advice, and the other one is just a criticism.
Hey.
Damn, I mean, yeah, that was very solid advice. I'm gonna have to rewatch that clip like 8 times so I can get it. But
My mom gave me some really good advice a lot of times.
yeah,
One time she said, never be a part. I had just gotten ousted from a friend group of 3. I realized that the other 2 girls had gotten way closer. This was directly precipitous to the 12th birthday party I didn't have.
Sure.
Right? And she said, that's why you never want to be in a friend group of 3. Because if you don't know who's not in the group, it's you.
that's true. That's also very solid advice. Do you ever
Every
listen-
friend group of 3 is actually a friend group of 2 and an extra girl.
Yeah, I think boys are like that too, and also like podcasts are like that too, where any podcast I've heard that has 3 guys on it,
You're so right.
it's always there's
Someone's
one.
Adam Friedland.
Yes, exactly.
Cut that out.
Yeah.
Actually, hey, leave it in.
Yeah. Hannah's a cool girl. And if you get that reference, you're also cool. Because you're right, that's like the perfect example of that. And I've just seen many other podcasts where that happens. Okay, all right.
This is so fun. We have to do this all the time.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I'm not filming it, like I always just have 2 gloves in my car. Just because like if we're at a show and the headliner's not someone you want to see, well, me and the openers will just go outside, play catch.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I should do that, except for in New York, it won't really work.
Oh, it'll work.
We'll break a window.
You'll be the coolest person there.
Yeah, that'll definitely be everybody's interpretation of that action when a girl does it. It'll have the exact same impact. You did say you wanted to talk about those guys?
That was a natural segue. Yeah, I am just, because I guess they've been in the shot all night. Yeah, like, so do you think, I mean, obviously, okay, so if you can't tell on the camera, it is like a Burning Man meetup kind of thing. And if it's not that, it's like, you know, when people are
It's
like...
like if everyone who went to Burning Man was poor. It sucks, dude. Everyone's fucking juggling and hula hooping, and they smell so bad.
I can smell the patchouli from over here.
Sure.
Well, you know what's interesting is, so burners, the Burning Man people,
Yeah.
as they like to call themselves, which I know sounds like a derogatory slur, and if it was, I would use it, but they meet year-round. Like, they have, like, Burning Man meetups. And because a show I was doing was outside during COVID, and a business right next to where the show was had a burner. Whoa! You can't tell me you haven't played before. Whoa!
Oh, fuck.
Look, it would have been an out.
Nailed the catch, fumbled the hold.
Oh, that dog has been watching us this whole time. He's like, I'd like to play catch.
Aw.
Did you play any sports when you were a kid?
Yeah, I played volleyball when I was 12 and
Okay.
got bullied. Rough year for me.
Yeah, 12 sounds like it really changed things for
Oh,
you.
for sure. But also something that happens in my mind is that anything that happened from probably like 11 to 15 gets lumped into 12 because I think
Sure.
of that as my dark year.
Yeah. What grade was that? Or do you have grades in
Seventh.
homeschool?
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
But it was 7th.
Interesting.
But I was pretty far ahead of that shit.
Wow. Because you got held back?
No, because I'm really smart,
No, I'm
BK. BK once famously said that I was the smartest person he knew. So if he said that to you, please comment below, because I have a theory that he's just telling that to bitches.
No, I don't. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Did you, like, can you get held back in homeschool?
Yeah, my sister did. She was really small when it was time to go into kindergarten, so my mom wanted to hold her back so that she'd be one of the bigger kids. It actually really helps with social confidence. It's really good. There's a Malcolm Gladwell book that talks about how the #1 predictor of
Yeah.
success in hockey players is if you were the biggest person in your grade, aka if you have a September birthday and you're gonna be the oldest kid in your grade, then you'll develop confidence early on because you're bigger and better than the other kids. And then by the time you're 18, you have so much confidence in you that it just propels you to stardom.
That explains why that didn't happen to me. Because
You have a spring birthday.
Yeah, spring
that's
birthday.
exactly what happened.
And I was small, and my mom has borderline personality disorder.
Yeah, the big 3, if you
The
will.
big 3, and everything working against me. Because when I did play hockey, I was one of the smaller guys. So if you're a small guy, you have to be like fast.
Yeah.
And I wasn't fast either, so I was just.
Well, were you good at hockey?
I was okay.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't the worst on the team, but I wasn't the best on the team. I was basically a guy you put in, and like I might score or stop something bad from happening, but I was never gonna be like make sure he gets the puck, you know.
Yeah.
And
Oops,
unfortunately, DEI was not popular back then, or that probably could have gotten me some
Do
opportunities.
you remember when, you have to keep the context in.
What?
Because I'm going to say, do you remember when DEI became popular? Was that like a moment in your life where you're like, whoa?
Yeah, actually when I started doing comedy.
Okay, but you're gonna keep in the context that I didn't bring that up out of nowhere, that you brought that up.
Edit it as a clip where it just starts with you going, so you remember when DEI got invented?
Did that feel really good
Yeah.
for a guy like
Do you remember when my time went away and your time kind of began?
To be clear, I benefited a lot from DEI because women were in that shit.
Sure, yeah, and for sure. But I guess let's, let me answer your question because because I don't want to say the wrong thing on accident. Because yes, I understand. But I feel like when I started doing comedy, because I feel like being brown never benefited me one time growing up, because I was always doing like white activities, like because I liked hockey, I liked skateboarding, and then I was like into like hardcore music and like in that scene, and like being like a skinny white guy was desirable in that community too.
Yeah.
Where like I just like there was a lot of you're hot for an Indian guy, like that phrase thrown around.
Damn.
And then I started doing comedy, and since I was the only Indian comedian here, it was cool because people would book me for stuff where I'm like, why am I getting booked for this? And then I didn't know what was going on. I just was like, man, people really seem to like my comedy.
They thought you were Aziz.
Yeah.
In from out of town.
And I wasn't.
Didn't help that he was doing the claw.
Don't. And I wasn't like bad or anything. Like I was pretty good for starting.
Oh,
but
sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, I think comedy is where I noticed the first time.
Okay.
And then I also.
Wait, that's sad because it sounds like you were just really good really early on, and your interpretation was that it was DEI finally coming out of the woodwork.
It's half and half. I do think back in that time, like it helped that I was good, but I do remember just getting certain opportunities. Like.
I think it was because you were good and likable.
Oh, interesting.
Because I also, as soon as I arrived, was booked on a lot of stuff, and I was like, I guess I'm just randomly really good at this.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually my takeaway was, I guess Denver doesn't have a lot of people who are really good at this.
You thought it was DEI in a talent way.
One might call a meritocracy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't fully think it was just because I'm brown. I just do think there was times where, because I would say like maybe it's like 20% of the time I would feel like, because sometimes white ladies especially, they love to acknowledge the DEI they're committing. Do you know what I mean? Like they want the credit. Like they don't want just to help you, but they also want you.
Like they're booking you and they're saying.
They don't say it, but someone might write a newspaper article about them being like how this person is bringing diversity to a place, Someone
will write an article about a white woman.
Yeah.
For bringing diversity to a place?
Yeah, or like, if they're running something.
Oh, because.
Yes.
Famously.
Yes, actually, yeah, that is the most famous of that. And she booked me for a lot of things. But I've noticed that, like, that there's been, like, there's stuff like that where it does feel a little bit more transparent that that's what they're doing,
Dudes would often be really transparent. They would be like, oh yeah, I'm booking you because insert female comedian here just dropped. But still in my mind, I just never saw it that way.
They're just like, hey,
I was like, sure, that's what you think, but it's actually because you just kind of wanted me on the show, and you didn't want to be too eager about it, so you waited till the last minute.
Thank you so much for doing the show.
Thank you for having me. What a fun show.
I'm going to miss you when you move to New York.
I'm going to miss you too.
But you got to call me, and I'll call you.
Oh, I'll be calling.
Please.
I'll
we'll
be
play
lonely.
catch. And anything you want to plug? Hannah Jones Cool, Instagram?
Yeah, I do stand-up comedy all over the country. Best way to support any comic, me, BK, is to get on a mailing list. Mm-hmm. So I have a mailing list at the link in my bio. You can follow me anywhere at Hannah Jones Cool. And you can often see me and BK perform together.
Yeah.
Even after I move, we'll still be touring together.
Yeah, that's the best. And it's always fun. And you'll catch us at a Taco Bell afterwards, overstimulated and having a good time.
And barely not fighting.
Yes, barely, because we're both hungry.
One more.
All right, one more. Last catch.
That was your fault.
Last catch. Nice.
You only let me catch underhanded because I'm a girl.
And that's the last thing she said.
Oh, my hand hurts.
I know, mine too.